Hi guys, everybody, welcome on my channel, Zio Pesce blog, Uncle Fish blog in English. I am an Italian breeder, and it is about 40 years that I bred Paracheirodon innesi, worldwide known as Neon Tetra. I just want to talk about my story that I had with them in this year, about the incredible hatching that I had on April 2021. I used just one pair of fish that were born in my tank on January 2020, and I use a little tank of about 20 liters, soft and clear water, with pH value about 6.2, 6.3, conductivity 50 microsiemens, and temperature 20 Celsius degrees. What can I say? I will show you how to grow them from 2 millimeters long to 3 centimeters long. Now let's go to see together how they spawn and how to grow in this fantastic video. See you later.
And now let's discover how Tetra neon lay eggs. This is the right time in which they lay eggs and fall down through the net to be protected from the parents that very often and usually eat their eggs. These are the eggs on the bottom of the tank, and we have a little light to see the eggs that are white are died. The other are in developing, and in 24 hours, in about 36 hours, hatch a little fish of 2 millimeters long. I would like to remember that I don't use chemical product. I just take top quality of water, pH about 6, conductivity about 50 microsiemens. In this slow motion video, we are seeing how they lay eggs. And each time they lay eggs, we can find about 5 or 6 eggs falling down through the net. Here I use some oak leaves for pH maintenance. This is very important. At a temperature of about 20 degrees Celsius, the eggs hatch in 24-36 hours. Here we can find little neons hatching from the eggs. And here we can see how long is a newborn Parachirodon innesi is, about 2 millimeters long. That's why at the time that begins to eat, it takes only Paramecium infusorias, like in this video you can see them. Now here we can find the little neon at the first swim. They have a big yolk sac. They don't have eyes, and just in 4 days after eyes development, they begin to eat. In the first week they eat only infusorium paramecium, and after you can give them naupli of Artemia just hatched, because they are so little to their mouth. If you give them before, they don't eat and they would die. In the first week we can have the majority of loss of this little fish, because if you don't have the right food, they always die. Now you can find some little neon swimming through food like Paramecium, and maybe I see some naupli of Artemia and some Turbatrix aceti, in Italian anguillole dell'aceto. But I saw that they don't eat this food because I think it's too hard for the little mouth. So in the first week we have to give them just Paramecium, and after 1 week and 10 days we can give them now just hatched. Every other food is not available for them, and we risk to lose all the little fish, newborn little Paracheirodon innesi. Because of all the food we give them, it's very important the change of water, that it could reach the 30% a day, from 10 to 30, 40% a day. It depends from the number of little fish we have and how much food we give them. It is really important to feed them from 2 to 6 times a day, because they have to swim in the food. This is the secret of the best breeders in the world. Have young fish swimming in their food. They don't have to stay no days without food. Okay, this is a little neon Parachirodon innesi of about 5 days, hunting little prey in near a little stone that I put inside the tank. Sometimes it's very difficult to see them because they are always hidden in the shadows. Let's see now the little fishes, neon Tetras Parachirodon innesi. Here I have just young fry, and they are 2 weeks old, and they eat naupli of Artemia 2 or 3 times a day, and they're growing very fast, and the critical phase is back now. Now it's easier to grow in them. You can see the difference of the development of fishes day by day, really fast. At the 3rd week of life begin to appear the blue stripe along the body. That is a characteristic of the species. We know, everybody, the name of the fish is neon, like the neon light, because it seems to have light from these fishes. These are all my neon tetras that live and growing in 20-liter tanks. They are 1 month old, and I begin to eat commercial food like granules and flakes. They are big enough to eat this food, but you don't have to give them before, because there's the risk they don't eat enough. And if a young fish don't eat enough, it gets sick for sure. This is very important to give the right food. At 1 month, I change every day about 20% water, and here we can find a little neon eating some flakes, and I put higher hardness and pH at about 10 GH of hardness and about 7 of pH. These are all my fish. I don't have lost no one in this phase. Just 20 little fish newborn the first days, but I think they are sick for malformations due to genetic mistakes. And now let's see how they're growing from microscopical fish to the lighting fish that you usually see in your shops and in your tank. These are fishes of about 50 days, 2 months, and they are long about 2 centimeters. The small size that you normally see in shop. At this age, they are very hard and very robust. You have to make them live in clean water with 20% of change day by day. This is very important as the quality of food. You have to feed them 2 or 3 times a day to see them grow very fast and lighting. And in this way, you will have always Parachirodon innesi in wonderful condition, without disease, without sickness, shining for our eyes. And now the same fish, 3 months old. They are long more than 2 centimeters. Some of them reach 3 centimeters long. And to have this growing rate in only 20 liters tank, we have to change the water about 20% up to 30% a day. All my fishes find a new house in my friend's aquarium. So what can I say? This is my adventure with 100 of Parachirodon in 20 liters tank. Okay guys, here we are with my 8 months old Parachirodon swimming with the other fishes in my indoor stream. Barbus titeia, Notropis chrosomus, Brachydenium francae, Tanictis albonubes and Micagemme, Corridoras panda and napoensis, and Parachirodon simulans that is so shy and very difficult to reproduce. But I will try this summer because they need higher temperature. I would like to remember that you can find the full Italian version of this video in the link that I put below here in the description. A little curiosity, here in the group of Parachirodon there are also Daddy and Mommy Neon. Let's try to find them. Maybe it's not so difficult. Come on, take a look at those fishes. Here we are. On the left, there is the father of all the other neon you can find in this video. The ones that you saw before growing from eggs to adults. And now, enjoy with your Parachirodon innesi, the most famous fish in the world.
Over 100 Parachirodon innesi in my house. Incredible, isn't it? What do you think about it? So here we again. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video, so please share and subscribe, and I hope to see you again in the next video. So what do you say? Bye and enjoy with your incredible and fantastic neon Tetra Parachirodon innesi. Bye.